Betas suck. And there's a couple of reasons why. Some of them are developer side, such as developers putting in a weird choice of things, or, releasing a beta for a week, but then it's down for half of the week. Stuff like that is just no good. But the reason betas really do suck is the community. The gaming community as a whole. People don't understand how betas work. Because it's current and we all understand it, let's talk about Battlefield 1's open beta. Battlefield 1, I'm gonna blow your fucking mind here. Battlefield 1 is finished. It's complete. Oh no, it's in beta. How can it be complete? It's in beta. It's not in beta. It's in an open beta for anybody to play. It's a marketing scheme to get you to buy the game, because if you think Battlefield 1 isn't 99.9% complete right now, you're wrong. The game launches in October. What day is it? When you're watching this, it'll be September 2nd. Okay, the game launches what, October 20th, October 18th, something like that? Yeah, there's no time. They can't overhaul gunplay, they can't rebalance everything, they can't adjust maps and flags and cover. It's not gonna happen. The game's complete, we just get a little piece of it. So let me paint you a little analogy here. Let's say, what's a game everybody's played? Modern Warfare 2. Let's say you went on your whatever thing and booted up Modern Warfare 2, and you got a little notification saying, we've cut almost all the content. Now there's only one map, 3 perks, and 6 weapons. Have fun. So then when you play it, is it still Modern Warfare 2? Yes. Is it smaller? Does it have less content? Yes. That's what a beta is. A beta is just the full game with a couple of things unlocked. And you're going to tell me, well, betas are there to fix issues and server problems, so I should shut up, right? Well then, why did Battlefield 3 have so many server issues? Why did Battlefield 4 have so many server issues? Why did Hardline have so many server issues? That's kind of strange, right? I mean, they had betas, so that must mean they got all that stuff fixed. No, the beta, by the time the beta comes out, the game is pretty much done. It's pretty much gone gold, it's already in boxes, it's already getting ready to be shipped. Okay? Usually by the time a beta comes out. Do you think that they wait till the night before the launch date and they make a ton of discs? Hell no. The game's already being made onto discs and into file. You get what I mean. The Battlefield 4 beta was on multiple consoles and platforms and whatever, and yet when the game launched, it was one of the most broken shooters in the world, and it took years to fix. So what, if I complained about lag or certain issues in the beta, I had to shut up until the game launched, and then all of a sudden my input's useful, right? Or do I become a negative hater? Still not quite sure. Let's say Battlefield 1 had just a horrible reception. Everybody hated it. Everybody despised it. And I already know a couple people that have revoked their pre-orders after playing the beta, which is not a good sign. But let's say, for instance, that everyone hates it. Do you think, and this is a real question, do you think that they could fix it all by the October release date? They don't even have 2 months, okay? It takes longer than 2 months to put together a map pack. So you're going to tell me that you're not allowed to judge the beta, because it's just a beta, but yet the game's done. I'm sorry, what do people think? Like, I want to know. Like, when people play a beta and they go, oh, I'm so glad I get to test out the game, make sure it works. No, honey, you're not testing out the game. You're not making sure it works. It's done. They're just getting they're airing it out. They're testing the strength of the servers. They're seeing if there's any issues or players fall through the map. They're seeing if there's anything that will make them look bad on launch day. Here's another question. What is it called when a beta has the same issues that were in the previous titles in the franchise? Let's say every Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4 had a hole in the floor that was invisible. Like it was like a weird collider issue, and on every map in every Call of Duty you could just fall through the ground, right? And this was a prevalent issue that they had no idea how to fix. And then when you play the, let's say, Infinite Warfare beta, and you're still falling through the floor, and you go, hey, the floor issue isn't fixed. You're gonna be like, oh no, it's just a beta. No, it's just a beta. It's okay. Everything's fine. For instance, in the Battlefield 1 beta, I've noticed a ton of issues that are in Battlefield 4 and Hardline. Bad render distances, weird frame rate skips, trying to mantle something, or like an item just disappearing, like going to mantle over a box and then the game goes, oh, that box was destroyed a year and a half ago, so we're going to blow it up right in front of you. Stuff like that is still going on. Well, you can say that's just the engine and you'd be right, but I'm saying, what if the issues in the beta were the same ones in the previous games? Then don't you believe that it's not maybe a beta issue that's being flushed out, then it's actually an engine issue or ignorance on the development part. People don't think past their initial thought. When I think of beta, I think of unfinished game. If I think further, I realize, wait, the game's coming out in under 2 months. It's a finished game. I'm just getting a small taste test because they want my money at launch. And no, betas are not there to fix problems. I'm sorry, Black Ops 3 actually got more problems after the beta. Battlefield 4 had way more problems after the beta. So did Hardline. And bugs and whatever don't really matter as much as gameplay. And the idea that you can't challenge gameplay because it's a beta is wrong. Do you think what you think Titanfall 2 is going to be an entirely different game in a couple months? Hell no. It's the same game. They could do some fixes like change how fast you wall run, or decrease or increase recoil on certain weapons, or change up spawns, or increase Titan spawn rates, or they can do balancing. But they can't change the game. You understand what I mean? For Battlefield 1 to be dramatically different, they would, in my mind, on console at least, and yeah, I'm a console faggot. God, I don't, you know what? I'm never gonna actually justify my position on playing console. I have a great computer that can play all these games. I just don't choose to. I have an Xbox here where all my friends are, so no more justifying that in my videos, okay? Make a note of that in the comment section. Do not justify your position on what you play. It's a fucking electronic toy. Anyway, I want them to increase aim assist. I want them to decrease recoil. I want them to increase bullet velocity. Make it more intuitive. Battlefield already makes it hard to kill people because of the cover mechanic with leaning, vehicles, super long lines of sight. I mean, people can already be so, like, they can be in a different zip code. They can be on a different continent in Battlefield and be shooting at you. And that's the beauty of it, because you can reach them. So having high recoil, slow bullet velocity weapons just doesn't work. And it feels like you have to fight the game to get a kill. And you already have to fight the environment, so why do I also have to fight the programming of my gun? And if you think I'm saying this because I'm bad, well, what I just described was how Battlefield 4 set up, so I guess anybody that's good at Battlefield 4 is a scrub. Anyway, big changes like what I just mentioned about Battlefield 1, big changes have to be agreed upon by the community, the developers, and that needs time. It always needs time, way more than 2 months. I'm sure they're going to be hard at work trying to make Battlefield 1 as best as they can at launch. They don't want another Battlefield that crashes at launch and has tons of issues and needs years to fix. They can't afford to do that anymore. So to summarize this video, I don't like betas and alphas because they're impossible to critique because of the misconception that they're perfect. They're perfect because they're imperfect and they're supposed to be. No, that's the full game. I get to judge the gameplay, I get to judge the weapons, I get to judge the maps, I get to judge the way the graphics look because that's the fucking game. So that's what I want to say. If anybody ever wants to argue with you about how, oh, well, you know, it's just a beta, it's just an alpha, you can't be hard on it, send them this video. Or just send them a Wikipedia article on how game development works and how there's different cycles. Or use common sense. The game launches in under 2 months. I bet it's already finished and we're just playing a taste test. It's common sense. Anyway, guys, I don't know if I already mentioned this in this recording, so I'm going to reiterate it here. I've been recording a lot, so cut me a little bit of slack. I am on the fence about Battlefield 1. I don't know if I love it or I hate it. I'm not apathetic towards it. I'm figuring it out. And actually, after this, I'm going to play a couple matches of Battlefield 1 and just try to get an opinion on it, because I don't want to be floating around between I hate it, I like it, and have my opinion be skewered. I don't like the new gunplay mechanics, but I want to see if they're worth learning. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you when I see you. Leave me comments down below. Let me know what you think. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoy this style of content. And thank you guys for all the support on my videos, all the views, likes, and even the dislikes. I'll see you when I see you.